2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the beautiful grounds of TPC Sawgrass, our opening round coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Catalon, alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem. Luke Elvy with us as well, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, there's a lot of money on the line this week. It's the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass. Take me through this course.
Yeah, and none of the players will actually admit that they're going to be a little nervous about that money, but I promise they are. It's just a different golf course. There's no shot that really fits your eye. You have a tee box pointing one direction, a landing area that's a different direction, and a green that sits even more cattywampus than that. It's a golf course you have to have a lot of imagination at and not be afraid to hit the big bender and pull off some of the funkier shots, because you're going to be presented with them quite a few times around here. It's a goofy golf course that linear golfers such as PGA Tour players don't necessarily like.
Let's go out to the first hole. I think he likes that one. Second shot here at 1.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
This one from a long ways away. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This is pretty straight. Might move a little bit to the left.
This is looking good early. It's looking really good. This one is going to go. As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for fourth. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
And that one is back in the rough.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're down here checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker.
This shot out of the pine straw. That will definitely work. Here's the fourth shot. This one needs a big gust of wind to get down. Got some work to do with this putt. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
It looks like this putt will be moving to the left.
I like the looks of this. Getting better and better. And it goes in. No longer in the red, he falls to even par for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Teeing off here on the third.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Oh, that was so close. 9 feet to the cup.
The all-important par save here.
Nicely done with the putter.
This player is putting for fun.
Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
How about this shot? Magical shot.
Before we go back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. Let's check in with Henny.
35 foot from the hole.
This putt starts off nicely. Oh, I like the looks of this. No, not there. What a putt. Okay, this putt for par, trying to get out of here without any damage. That one drops. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Good-looking shot, this. Lining up from around 160 yards. 3 strokes off the lead. So I might need to set. Attaboy. Good shot. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for par.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Time to face a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one. Lovely, lovely rim.
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 13th.
Always loved the high draw. What an impressive shape. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Looks like she overcompensated there.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Even for the day. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
As you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. All right, the putter can come out now. And this putt to move into a tie for second. Hennie is greenside.
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
This putt on a good line, tracking nicely, and it drops. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. We we've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
All right, we can work with that. Trying to get to 3 under with this putt. John, give us a read on this putt.
Well, this putt's going to go down the hill and also break to the right.
Putt on the way and looking good early. This has my attention, and it goes in. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. The tee shot at number 9. Wow, he's going to like that one. That's a pretty good shot right there. Sitting at 3 under. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. With the short club, and just a tap in left for par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Now to the 10th hole. It's a par 4. Okay, that'll play. Going with pitching wedge here. I like that one. A putt from 9 feet.
A great birdie chance here.
That one drops. It's the 5th birdie of the round. Okay, let's update the leaderboard, and after that hole, the tie is broken. We have a solo leader.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
This is his second shot. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, that was a great recovery shot, wasn't it? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And after that hole, he's ahead by just a solitary stroke. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Quality shot, that one.
The excitement, it's starting, you can hear it.
And how's that sitting in the bunker, John?
They're deep down in there, guys. I do not envy them, but looking forward to seeing how they get out.
Sitting at 4 under for the day. And he's safely on the green with that shot. 20 feet to the cup. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Pretty sure this is going to move to the left. And this putt coming up for his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 4 under for the round. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole-in-one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
The tempo there was exquisite.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? 13 feet to the hole.
This is for par.
That's disappointing. Putting for a bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hey, Luke. Yes, down here checking out Tom Kim as he gets set for his next shot here on the 3rd.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. He's playing the draw here. He's found the surface. Good chance here. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This is his second shot. Just one stroke back in this tournament. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And this putt to move into a share of first. And he's down there. You got to read.
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
That will work. Currently at -3 for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course. Par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
That's a good one to build momentum on. Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out. Staring down a very long putt here. Ooh, that was close. 4 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
For more, we send it down to John.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
This is buckets. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Let's factor that into the leaderboard and take an updated look. We've hit the par 5 16th hole.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
That's going to work nicely for him. Now at 3 under par.
Strong play, going for it.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This one starts out moving right and then comes back to the left. Should be interesting.
Well, this one starts off looking good.
All right, getting better.
Will it go? Yes! And just a tap in left for birdie. Chalk up another. That's the 6th birdie of the day. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Let's go over to 17, the par 3.
Practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
I don't know if that one's going to come back. Well, let's see what Tom Kim has done so far today.
Interested to take a look at this approach shot.
Wonderful play. Guaranteed birdie.
This putt to get to 5 under. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Well, he's got about 28 feet to the cup from here.
A par putt coming up. All right, that one is behind us. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he has a 1-shot lead. Time for the tee shot at 18.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
This is a 7-iron on the way. Well, on the green, but a long way to go. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
All right, not bad from there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And a par to finish out the round. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round one, and he finds himself in first place.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the Players' Championship. The final round starts right now. I'm Andrew Catalan, glad to have you back with us. And Rich, the final round is underway. Our featured player is in first place.
Tommy's been playing fantastic of late, just out of the lead by 1 stroke. This is going to be a dogfight, though. This is going to go down to the wire. I can feel it.
Let's get down to the first hole. These are the moments that define a tournament. Trying to close the door at the end.
could not be more perfect.
That really sounded pure. And about 110 yards left to the hole. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. We've got 15 feet to the cup. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Well, it can be firm with this one up the hill, but it's going to move to the right as well.
What a way to open things up. A birdie on the first hole.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
After finishing that hole, our featured player in first place with Tommy Fleetwood in second. That's a tough one to swallow. That is going to work. Looks like about 120 yards left.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. On the green, but some work to do. This is a good stroke. This one looking good. Yes, it goes. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in first place, but Tommy Fleetwood right behind him. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Bite. Bite. A lot to like about that one. A very long putt coming up. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This looks like it's going to go left.
Here we go, putt on the way. That nearly went in for birdie. Moving along. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. And we're on the tee of the par 4 fourth hole.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
That will definitely work. I think this one's coming in nicely. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Getting hot early. Nothing like it, Rich.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Sitting at 7 under. Yeah, that was a safe play. 13-footer coming up here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going left to right.
Back-to-back birdies for this player.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our leader is currently out by 4 strokes as we check the standings. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
He's setting up for his second shot. Come on, sit. Yeah, nicely played. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got about 21 feet to the hole from here, guys.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. This one's got some momentum to it. Oh, that's so cruel. A par putt on the table. The putt drops, and we're moving on. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Trying to get to 9 under par. Henny, how tricky is this one?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
Opportunity here and a good-looking putt. This has got a chance. Oh, so close. And a tap in left for par. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length, a brute to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
That was such a pure swing. That's another green in regulation. We've got this putt at 11 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That one just rolls by. A par putt tap in. And as we move things along, our featured player is up by 3 shots. Teeing off here at the 9th. That is an absolute. That's a disappointing shot. At 8 under par. Needs this putt to save par. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
This putt starts on a good line. Getting better. Yes! Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. And now teeing off on a par 4. That's a textbook swing. This is about a 120-yard shot, leading the event by 3 shots. Looking to get up and down from here. That nearly went in. All right, going to need this one to save par. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3.
We have a par 5 at this one.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going forward in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
That was absolutely murdered. A 3-time victor already this season. This now, his 3rd shot. Ooh, almost went in. Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this one for birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. Now on the tee, fresh shot for birdie. A great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Handy effort, that one. Time for the second shot at the 12th. This one is right down the pipe. That's just inside the range. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And now he'll move to 10 under for the tournament. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is huge.
Oh, that's a good line. Looks to have some good speed about it too. Will it get there? You beauty! What a putt. And that should secure the par on this one. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
From around 180 yards out. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
Well holed, he'll take the birdie. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt. This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
This putt is from way out there. Wow. This putt for par. Okay, moving on to the next.
A nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Now to the 16th hole, a par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
This looks like a really strong tee shot. Another good shot from our leader.
Tell you, where he drove this, that's where some players are dreaming of pitching out to.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Really like that play. Now a good look at the hole. And now a 6-footer is left. Wow, what a shot for eagle. Okay, let's see how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 7. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
That was right on target. This is pitching wedge on the way. All right, chirp, chirp. Let's see if we can put a birdie on the scorecard. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
Tremendous lag putt. Five feet remain.
A good look at par here.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Out to the 18th tee.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
This one's right of the green.
And still no putter in the hand.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
This is why you spend hours practicing shots like this, a chip to win the tournament. And now left with this putt to win. The king of TPC Sawgrass, our featured player, wins the Players' Championship.
And outlasting the strongest field on the PGA Tour. Great win.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time.